Happy Sunday all. Today is gonna be a dal, rice, smoked herring and fried Karela in my kitchen today. After the holiday, I'm taking a break from heavy meat and I'm going very light with mostly some vegetables, and smoked herring have so much flavor. So I'm gonna pitch in some of that in my dinner today. So I'm gonna start preparing my dal, and I'm using the green split peas and the yellow split peas. I have some maribori pepper there going in for flavor, and I will show all the rest of the preparation as I go along. My dal is just finished and it's looking very nice, steaming hot. I'm gonna move on to my next dish now, and this is the fried Karela. I just finished cutting up my Karela and I squeeze out some of the bitterness. I have all my ingredients here: some garlic, pepper, green onion, and some regular onion, all chopped up. I'm gonna put my Karela together now. Onion is frying up. I'm gonna add my garlic now. I just added the pepper and some of the green onion. And what I like about cooking vegetables, you don't have to add too much, just a little bit of everyday regular ingredients and it will do the job perfectly well for you. I'm going to be adding my Karela now, or bitter melon. Now I'm going to mix everything in, and I'm going to cook this Karela until it's almost done before I add salt to the pan. While my Karela is cooking up, I'm going to start preparing my smoked herring, and I have 1 pound of smoked herring fillet. I'm going to rinse these out and then I'm going to boil them in some hot water. So now that I finished rinsing my smoked herring, I'm going to add it to a pan with water, and I'm going to bring this to a boil. So any excess salt will come out in the water, so we're not left with a salty fish. And you can do this more than once, like 2 times, or you can rinse back the fish again after you finish boiling. My Karela is almost done and I don't want it to burn. I'm seeing some brown in there. So I have a little bit more of my green onions. I'm gonna add this right now. And I'm gonna add my salt because I didn't add any. Just about a half a teaspoon, and you can always taste and add. And then I am gonna go in with a little bit of turmeric in here, and I will also add some color to the bitter melon or Karela, just a little bit. You can add tomatoes or tomato paste, but sometimes it's nice to change it up and add a little bit of turmeric, and it really brings out a nice Karela, or it also adds some nutrients to this Karela. You can add how much you like. I just add half a teaspoon and this looks good for me. I'm just gonna let it cook for a minute more or so everything can blend in well. And this is ready to eat with our dal today. And I'm still working on the smoked herring. My Karela or bitter melon is done. I have this nice yellowish color from the turmeric. I'm gonna turn my stove off and head on down to my smoked herring now. My smoked herring has been cooking up for a while now, I'm gonna strain it out from this boiling water, rinse it out, and then we will move to the next step. These are the ingredients I'm gonna be adding to the smoked herring. I have 1 large tomato. I have 3 green onions, half of a red onion, 2 cloves of garlic, and I like the smoked herring to have a good amount of heat, so I have 3 nice large wirrie pepper. I'm gonna chop everything up and we will come back to put this together. I already rinsed the smoked herring after boiling it, and now to get out some of those fine tiny bones, I usually put mine in a blender and blend it up. The blender would also make the smoked herring nice and fluffy. So I would put these into my blender with the garlic and blend them up, and I'll show you the texture, how beautiful and fluffy it will become. I just added the fish and the garlic to my blender. I'm gonna blend these up and it's gonna make it nice and fluffy and crush up all those fine bones. So my seasoning is ready, and I'm gonna show what my smoked herring look like. Nice and fine. In the pan I have about a tablespoon of coconut oil. I'm gonna add my red onion, and I already blended the garlic with my smoked herring. You can also add it to the pan, but I wanted the garlic to be finely crushed into the smoked herring. I'm gonna cook this for a minute or so before I add my next ingredient. So my onion is ready, and I'm gonna be adding my tomatoes now because I want to create a nice sweet sauce before I add the smoked herring. So now I have a little bit of a sauce here with the tomato and the onion. Smoked herring is going in. And look how nice and fluffy. There is no bone in here. So now we're gonna mix up all this together. And I don't add salt to my smoked herring because no matter how much you boil this out, sometimes there's still a little bit of salt content in the smoked herring, so I'm not adding any. Now I'm gonna add my pepper. And I have some green onions to add, but I'm gonna add that close to the ending. So our smoked herring is coming up nicely. I'm gonna be adding a half of a lime juice in here, and this will add a nice sourish taste to the smoked herring. It'll add and cut out some of that fishy taste, which is really nice with smoked herring or salted fish. We're gonna mix that in. You can add lemon too. Today I have lime, so I'm using lime. And now I'm gonna add my green onion right at the top. We're gonna mix this in, and just like that, we have ourselves some smoked herring to go with our dal and rice and fried Karela today. That's what I was feeling like having today. Let me know what you guys had in the comment below. But this is already looking inviting. So this is what it looks like. My smoked herring, tomatoes, onion, and all the good stuff. My dal, fried Karela, and I made some cut up mangoes with salt and pepper to go with that. I'm gonna be dishing out now. And before I dish out, I have a success story for Sister Shenna, who followed my Christmas swirl cake, and she was very happy with the results. So I'm gonna post some pictures right after this for Sister Shenna's success story for the swirl Christmas cake. So here it is, and everything looks like full with flavor, from the mango to the Dhal, smoked herring, and the corilla. And I like to mix everything together, a little bit of the smoked herring, a little bit of my fried corilla, and to top it off with this mango here. And my mango have some nice hot pepper sauce. So I'm gonna take a mouthful for all my viewers and subscribers out there, because that's what I do. I always take the first mouthful for you guys. So cheers. Wow. Very delicious, full with flavor. Every bite and mouthful is just flavor coming from all over. The mango, the smoked herring, the Dhal with the pepper, and the corilla or bitter melon. Just a plate full of delicious flavor. Another mouthful. I'm happy, but I think I'm gonna finish this meal with my fingers. So stay blessed, stay safe. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you will consider subscribing. Until then, I love you guys. Bye for now.